I will probably get cancelled for this video, but it's fine. What is going up, guys? My name is Nico and I welcome you to another video. Today, guys, we are gonna compare Alexander Nevsky and of course Huo Qubing. First of all, we are gonna read all of their skills, and afterwards we are gonna compare every single skill to the other, and after that I'm gonna say who wins based on the skills, and after that I'm gonna say my personal opinion and who you should actually invest in. Let's compare these two guys. Starting off with Alexander Nevsky, deals direct damage to a target troop, damage factor 2300, and reduces its defense for 3 seconds. Defense reduction is equal to number of troops surrounding the target times up to 15% up to 3 troops. So basically you will apply 2300 damage factor, and if he's surrounded, then if I get it correctly, up to 5 enemy troops get 15% defense reduction, which is really strong. So a powerful defense reduction and a pretty decent, not the most broken single target damage, but pretty decent one. Now up to the second skill. This commander's cavalry unit gained 20% attack, 20% march speed, and while outside of alliance territory, cavalry units also gain 20% health. So conditional health bonus is not the perfect stat, but it is still health bonus, so really nice. Cavalry march speed always pretty decent, and cavalry attack, yeah, I mean it's attack. In general you don't care about attack that much, but I think it's fine. You know, bonus stats are bonus stats. So we see about 60 stats, 40 stats permanent, 60 stats conditionally. So this is a lot of stats in my opinion. Now his third skill. This commander's cavalry unit gain 20% defense. If the current target of this commander troop is surrounded, this commander troop deal up to 10% more damage and takes 5% less damage. This is a pretty decent reduction and of course damage bonus, and it makes Alexander Nevsky even more tanky than he already is, which is pretty decent in my opinion. Now up to his fourth skill. If this commander's troop contains only cavalry units, their troop deals 25% more skill damage bonus. We love to see that. Whenever their troop uses an active skill, it gains extra 35 bonus to skill damage for 4 seconds. Cooldown 5 seconds. This is really nice. It is a very decent skill damage bonus that Nevsky gets in here. And his expertise, this commander troop deals 5 more normal damage. Whenever their troop is hit with a basic attack, the cavalry units in their troop have 10% chance to gain 30% health for 3 seconds, cooldown 5 seconds. So conditional health again, and it's again it's 30% health for now, only for 3 seconds, but still this is so conditionally you can get up to 50%. I mean, Alex is like super tanky. All right, he's not known for the damage. He's pretty known for the super powerful debuff, the defense debuff, and for the fucking tankiness, because he's super tanky. The commander troop deal 5 more normal damage. Not quite sure. I think that's pretty unnecessary. I mean, it's cool to have it, right? Every buff is a buff, but I don't know. That's just something I don't really care about his expertise. Now moving on to Huo Qubing. Deals direct damage to a target troop. Direct damage factor 2700. If serving as secondary commander, it reduces its march speed by and it reduces march speed reduction by 50%. So he deals 2700 damage and has a march speed reduction, which is absolutely nuts. All right, this is probably, I think it is the highest single target damage. We have seen it recently on Scipio Amelianus, but I think this one, because he also has a 50% march speed reduction, this is just absolutely nuts. Huo Qubing probably has the single highest damage factor, if I'm correct. Maybe Tariq has that, but that's only if he's expertise. So yeah, this commander's cavalry unit gained 40% attack, while outside of alliance territory, their cavalry unit also gains 15% march speed and deals 5% bonus to archers. This is sweet. I mean, not only does he deal already a lot of damage, he will deal even more, and also he will be pretty fast. So I mean, 15% is not that much, but every single march speed bonus is really nice. Now let's get to the complicated things. If this commander's troop has been on the map for more than 30 seconds, has fought in at least one battle already, or has previously triggered the Ottoman effect, for the first 15 seconds after entering combat, that troop deals 30% more skill damage and requires 150 less rage to use active skill. After 15 seconds of combat, their troop deals 10% more normal damage. The longer he is in the combat, the more single target damage he will deal. So not only is he basically, because of the expertise and force skill, absolutely undying, the longer he is in the battle, the more damage he will deal, which is always very nice. And I mean, he already, he has 1000 rage requirement, but if you have a 5551 Huo Qubing, then you have 850 rage requirement for your active skill, which is absolutely broken. All right, not only will he deal massive amount of single target damage, but he will deal it way faster than everybody else. So Huo Qubing 5551 is a budget build that will be absolutely broken. But let's take a look at his fourth skill. If this commander's troop is attacking another troop on the map, cavalry units in their troop gain 30% defense, so we see that he will be even a little more tanky. Their troop deals 20% more skill damage. Their troop also recovers a portion of slightly wounded units, 1500 healing factor whenever it defeats an enemy troop. Cooldown 8 seconds, does not reset after exiting combat. I mean, do I even have to say something about that? We're gonna talk about super powerful damage, single target, and of course march speed reduction. So super powerful single target damage and a massive debuff. Bonus to march speed and bonus to the damage. Bonus to the damage, and he gets to his super powerful damage even faster. He will get even tankier and he will deal even more damage. And after he already demolishes you, he will heal a lot. So let's take a look at his expertise. If this commander's troop is attacking another troop on the map, cavalry units in their troop gain 35% defense. Their troop deals 25 more skill damage. Their troop triggers the Ottoman effect and recovers a portion of slightly wounded units whenever it defeats an enemy troop. Healing factor of 3000. So I mean, this is absolutely broken. All right, we have a commander that is fast, very fast, deals massive, and we are gonna talk about this is, wait a second, this is 30%, and here you have 25%, so 55% more skill damage bonus to a single target enemy unit or troop or whatever. And after he completely defeats you, then he will also heal a massive portion. I mean, 3000. If we're gonna take a look at Richard, where is my beloved tank here? Richard has healing factor of 1400. Here is some, sure, here is healing bonus and stuff, but we are always talking about Richard being one of the most tankiest persons and the commanders. Sure, it is an active skill, all right, I get this, but Richard has 1400. Huo, in his base form, like if his last skill is only at like 5, has already more healing factor than him. Sure, he needs to defeat somebody, but it's like super broken. So if we compare Nevsky's first skill and Huo's first skill, I would say Nevsky's first skill is good, like super good if he's surrounded, and only, I would say, good if he's up against one unit. Whereas Huo Qubing, sure, if he's surrounded, he won't deal much to the other enemies, but he is made for a 1v1, alright? So I would rank his first skill, I would rank Huo a little higher, because I think he has higher damage and a better debuff, because March speed debuff is always really nice, especially for archers. They are already very slow. And if you have a massive Huo Qubing, who even makes them even slower, then he will decimate them. I'm telling you. The second skill, I'm gonna give the edge to Nevsky, because sure, Huo has some March speed, but Nevsky has 20% March speed, so has more. Cavalry attack bonus, yeah, Huo has like 20% more attack bonus, but Nevsky has, even if it's only conditional, it's 20% health bonus, and Huo has, I'm sorry, but it's only 5% more to archers. So I'm gonna give the second skill to Nevsky, although it's very close. The third skill, the Autumn Wind. I mean, Nevsky's third skill is good. Cavalry defense bonus, damage reduction, makes him even more tanky. But I'm sorry, but I'm giving this skill absolutely to Huo. Like 150 less reach requirement for his active skill, 30% skill damage bonus, and alright, 10% normal damage bonus is really nothing super special. But alone those two, skill damage bonus and rage requirement, I'm gonna give it to Huo, because Nevsky will be more tanky, but Huo will deal even more single target damage, which he already does massive amount of. His fourth skill, cavalry defense bonus, 30% is a lot, alright? And 20% skill damage bonus and healing factor. Whereas Nevsky has 25% skill damage bonus. So I think that's the same amount like Huo's, if I'm correct. No, alright, 5 more. But Huo gets 30% defense, and Nevsky has a chance, or like not chance, but after using his active skill, he gets triggered skill damage. So yeah, sure, it is a super buff for his skill, but Huo, I mean, I would give this a tie. All right, I would say this is a tie, because the defense, 30% defense is a lot. He also has 20% skill damage bonus, but he has that healing factor of 1500. That's really nice, and that's 3 buffs, and this is only 2 buffs, although this is a massive bonus skill damage factor. So I'm gonna give it a tie. So we are gonna talk about, this is winning Huo, this is winning Nevsky, Huo, and a tie. So it's like 2.5 to 1.5. So 1.5 has Alexander Nevsky, 1.5 points, and Huo has 2.5 points. So the expertise is gonna be for 2 points. Let's call it this. He has even more damage, more skill damage, but their troop triggers the Autumn Wind effect, which is always very nice. Let's see what's the Autumn Wind. I know what it is. Resets the rage of this commander's troop, all temporary buffs and debuffs, and the amount of time it has been in combat. So the Autumn Wind effect basically resets his third skill. So this is pretty decent. I mean, this is very nice. Alright. For the first 15 seconds after entering combat, their troop reveals 30% more skill damage at 150. So this is a very, very strong expertise alone, but he also gains 1500 bonus healing factor. So he has 3000 bonus healing factor. Whereas the Nevsky's expertise, whenever their troop is hit with a basic attack, the cavalry unit in their troop have only a 10% chance to gain 30% health. So I'm sorry, but yes, Nevsky's expertise is decent, but Huo's expertise is by far better, in my opinion. Sure, you have to micromanage Huo, but once you've learned this, I think Huo claps Nevsky in this. It really depends, because if you want a single target damage dealer, and of course for chaining, because of his healing factor, he is absolutely undying while chaining, then Huo will clap. For ruins, Huo will clap all the time. But if we're gonna talk about a murder ball where people can actually surround you, then Nevsky, because of his defense reduction, may be even an even choice. I think Huo should be the clear choice, not the clear choice. I think Huo is the choice for this. Between choosing between these two, has more damage, has almost the same speed as him, but is almost the same as has almost the same tankiness and heals a lot, so he will be on the battlefield a lot longer. So I would say Huo, if we're gonna take 10 battles, I would say Huo wins like 7 out of 10. Maybe it's more. No, let's say 7 out of 10 he wins, and 3 out of 10 Nevsky wins. And of course, a lot of things that Huo actually has. Huo is a pretty new commander. I mean, when was he released? Oh, we don't see this. He is a 2023 commander, if I'm correct. Whereas Nevsky is super old. Nevsky is over 2 years old, 2.5 years old. Huo is probably 1 year old, maybe a little older. So Huo will have a much longer longevity than Nevsky. So I would absolutely go for Huo. Now, this is my personal opinion. Huo is better. I like him more. I like his art even more. So yes, Huo is better. But this is just my opinion. Feel free to subscribe and feel free to say everything what you wanna in the comments. I'm listening and always answering. My name is Nico and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.